Do you find yourself saying yes when you really mean no? Lying awake wondering if holding a limit makes you the bad guy? I see this with parents every day, and here's what I've learned. Warmth and boundaries aren't opposites. They're actually partners in helping your child feel safe. Hi, I'm Michael Szabo, registered provisional psychologist at Eckert Center here in Calgary. I work with parents and families who are trying to figure out how to be both loving and firm without losing themselves or their connection. Today, I want to share something that might change how you think about boundaries entirely. Now let's talk about the false choice. Many of us feel trapped between being the fun parent who avoids conflict and the strict parent who worries they're being too harsh. But research shows there's actually a third way, what's called authoritative parenting. It's high warmth and high structure, not a compromise between the two, but both at once. Think of it like this. Boundaries aren't walls that push your child away. They're more like a fence with a gate, defining what's safe while keeping connection alive. Now, you're probably thinking, that sounds great, but why does this feel so hard? If setting boundaries feels uncomfortable, then there are real reasons for that. Maybe firmness reminds you of the harshness from your own childhood, and you're terrified of repeating that pattern. Or maybe boundaries were absent growing up, so you don't have a felt sense of what healthy limits even look like. And then there's guilt, that knot in your stomach when your child cries because you said no. Here's what I want you to hear. That guilt doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often means you're in unfamiliar territory. And with practice, that unfamiliar territory can become home. Okay, let's talk about how boundaries actually build connection. It sounds backwards, but children actually feel more secure, not less, when you hold clear, consistent limits. Without boundaries, kids can often test more, not less. They're searching for the container they need. When we avoid limits, we can accidentally communicate, "Your big feelings are too much for me." And this increases anxiety rather than reducing it. But when you hold both warmth and structure together, your child hears something different. They hear, "I see you, I love you, and I'm strong enough to keep you safe." Okay, let's talk about 3 practical strategies you can try this week. First, name both truths at once. I love you, and your bedtime is 8 o'clock. Your child doesn't need you to choose between connection and limits. Second, shift from controlling them to being clear about you. Instead of, "You need to go to bed now," try, "Bedtime is 8 o'clock. I'm available to tuck you in until 8:15, then I'll be heading downstairs." You're not demanding compliance. You're stating what's true about your own limits. That's a subtle but powerful difference. And third, expect testing and stay the course. When you start holding limits more consistently, kids often push harder at first. They're checking to see if the fence is real. That's actually a sign it's working. And listen, you won't do this perfectly. None of us do. When you lose your patience, a simple, "I got frustrated, I'm sorry, I'm still holding this boundary and I love you," models repair while keeping the limit intact. Here's what I want you to carry with you. Warmth and boundaries aren't opposites, they're partners. If you're trying to figure out how to be the parent you want to be, you don't have to do this alone. At Eckert Center, we help parents understand their own patterns, their child's needs, and how to hold both connection and structure. You can book a free 15-minute consultation at the link below. We're here in Calgary and online across Alberta.